Woo, what was that question? How can you manifest $5,000 and keep it coming? I mean, that is exactly the type of shifts we like to create right here on Stacks from Scratch. What's up, everybody? I am about to show you that this is not just about making money, but more about normalizing the amount and the level of money that we wish to bring into our lives. So, I'm going to get right into it and show you how to rewire your brain so that you are constantly open to receiving $5,000. So, step one, I want you to decide that this is okay. You're going to decide that $5,000 is okay. This is light work. And how you're going to do that? Because right now I know $5,000 is, it seems and sounds like a really big amount. And that's only because of your old past beliefs about money. Now, if we could just do away with all our past experiences and all our past information that we grew up believing, we could destroy some of those patterns in our brain that's blocking us and preventing us to get into large sums of money. And $5,000 may not be a large amount of money to some of you, but I'm going to show you how to rewire the brain to bring in any amount that seems like a nice number for you. Okay, let's get into it. Now that we've decided, number one, that $5,000 is light work, we can feel a little closer to it. We don't feel so far away from that number. And we can rewrite the script that we've been saying in our own minds. And most of the time, it's probably been $5,000 is a lot of money. It's going to be hard to get that. Now, if that's what you've been saying, or that's what you would say, I want you to rewrite that. And instead, I want you to just say out loud $5,000 is light work. $5,000 is a light transaction for me. And you might find yourself in disbelief of this right now, or as soon as you say it. But this is the beginning to rewriting and rewiring the nervous system so that it don't seem so scary emotionally. So say it with your chest. Say it in the mirror if you can. Say it on paper if you can. Write it down. But go ahead and normalize this idea in your first language. Okay, next, step two, we're going to create some emotional familiarity with the $5,000. And yes, I'm glad I chose that amount. I have been seeing some dollars and I could say I've surpassed it, but $5,000, if you could use an extra 5,000 right now, what would you do with that? So I'm not going to play around with you and say it's a small amount to me. I would be grateful to see extra $5,000 hit my account today. I would love that. And see, the reason it takes so long for us to get familiar with it, because the brain is it's only wired right now for your safety. So it's only going to allow in what's normal or what feels safe, including with the money. It's only going to allow in that amount that you capped off to. You capped off, just like America has a cap on individuals and families. Your brain has a cap for you as an individual. So if you have a check and a job and you receive a paycheck of $800 a week, this is what you're capped off to emotionally. Your brain knows that $800 a week is safe. I can receive $800 a week. And this is what we're trying to do with the 5,000, and not just again about the 5,000, but to show you that any amount can be had once you make this impression and you become more familiar with this $5,000 or this particular amount. And see, this is how you're gonna become more familiar with it, or train your brain or trick your brain into thinking this is a safe amount. You're going to visualize it, because visualizing is convincing to your brain. And you only need to convince yourself of anything that you want to have to get it. And if you want to convince yourself of something, you would put this on repeat, kind of put it on a loop in a visualization. Visualize logging into your bank account, pulling it up on your phone, and you see that amount in the corner or at the top page, and you see $5,462.97. $5,462.97. What are you wearing? Come on, go in. Visualize. When you see that amount, what are you wearing? What colors are around you? What song is playing? What music do you hear? Visualize this. What do you say to yourself immediately? I know when I see $5,000 on my account, I immediately say to myself, my day is funded, favored, and full of options. Now my day is funded, favored, and full of options. What are you wearing? What are you smelling? What's that aroma? I smell coffee. What are you listening to? What music is playing? And see, this gives your brain a foundation to sit on and say, you know what? I guess it's okay. I done seen this over and over. Let's get this $5,000 in here. Okay. So I want you to visualize this. Become familiar with $5,000 so that you'll create a emotional safety and make this a casual event, a casual happening, like it's already yours. Next, number 3. I hope we are number 3. I don't remember what number we are, but let's keep going. Next, I want you to identify the money blockers. This is important. You should start to ask yourself, why wouldn't I want to see $5,000? What is it that's stopping me? Why wouldn't I want to see it? Because people are going to be asking me for money. I know my kids going to hit me up as soon as they know I got it. I know I might lose it, Faye. I might use it up real quick on splurging on food and clothes. I might feel bad because I feel like I didn't really earn this, so I don't actually deserve this. And then sometimes we could feel like, you know what, I got this money so easy. I feel guilty. It's lazy money, so it's not any good could come from it. I need to deserve money. Now, once you identify those, you'll know these are boundaries. They are neutralizing you and keeping you in a place of untruth. Because here's the truth. If you do feel like, you know what, everybody gonna be asking me for my little $5,000, guess what? You can flip the script on your brain at any time and change the entire situation. Just by saying, you know what, people are gonna be asking me for money, but I set boundaries around my money. I set boundaries around my finances. Money loves speed. And I manage it well. That's because, people like to say, I spend it too fast. But guess what? Money loves speed. And I manage it well. You got to give yourselves these notifications. This is for rewiring, changing the mind about the money and about how you feel when receiving the money. Because one thing about it, you can lie to me and you can lie to another human, but you cannot lie to yourself. Your body knows you better than you do. Your cells know you better than you do. In fact, they should be called yourselves. Your selfies. With a C, because your cells know you better than you know yourself, and they will reject anything that you're not comfortable with emotionally. So yes, you could need to create an anchor. This next step, I want you to create an anchor, create or something you can repeat that shows evidence to the brain. And that's powerful because once again, we are looking for a way to convince ourselves of something. And the best way to do that is by giving evidence. And that could be through visualization, seeing the money, saying things like the money's always finding me. This is a great way to anchor the idea into the subconscious. I'm the kind of woman who always receives $5,000. That ain't okay. And then you can set yourself a weekly goal to receive any amount. I just like 5,000. It sounds good. It feels good to me. And then you can build this habit of receiving without the drama, without the worry. Once you open, the money's going to come in there. And the question does not become how. The money is going to find a way. It loves to be received. So last and not least, I want you to take this step to move like you already made the 5,000. Once you've determined that this is safe, you've anchored it, you visualized this, you familiarizing yourself with it. Make a move that implies you already have the $5,000. You know what they say, when you want a house, buy a rug. If you want a new car, buy a keychain. Make it evident to the mind. Make a move that shows, you know what, I'm thinking on a $5,000 level. Would I chase this $22 sale, or would I go ahead and make me a $500 offer? Now I'm speaking on a $5,000 level. I'm speaking more clearly, more confident in what I'm saying, a more high vibing energy when I speak. So protecting your peace is also a part of this profit. So you're gonna, at this point, you moving like you already got it. You're not tolerating any chaos or drama that's trying to follow you. You starve those things. Starve them of attention, because that's the best way to avoid them. Now, when you do turn your attention to these things, that's your money walking out the room. I'm trying to put you here on this $5,000 mindset. And if you're looking for the 10,000, the 100,000, the $1 million mindset, you've got to still follow these steps. So here's a bonus. I'm glad you're still here. I love you. I thank you for watching. Here's a bonus for you to keep. You can have this affirmation right here. I'm a woman who receives $5,000 with ease. Let me know how it works for you. Thank y'all for joining me. Now you know how to set yourself up to collect $5,000 on repeat, $10,000 on repeat, $1 million on repeat. It's all out there for somebody. Why shouldn't it be you? All you got to do is rewire that thinking, rewire that nervous system, and get it on board with what you feeling and what you thinking at any given moment. And I will see you over there in the next video.